Hey guys, Christy here, and we are starting this video off vlog style today. I am so excited to be able to share this video with you just a couple days before my baby's due date. So I'm really excited to be here. We are in the final stretch, and I was unsure whether I'd be able to get another video in, but here we are. And I wanted to start it off with a video that I recorded several weeks ago, but I was so busy with the readathon and everything that I wasn't able to put it together. So I'm going to show you the book haul that I recorded earlier and include some more books that I have received since then. So this should be a lot of fun. So here you go. I just want to take a minute to show you guys the books that I got and some of the books I got for my baby, because like some of them are like really wonderful little classics and things that I think you'll enjoy. So anyway, here goes. First book I got is called The Firethorn Crown. It's by Leah Dewey, and I've read one book from this author before, Hansel and the Gingerbread Queen, I think it's called, and I loved it. I loved her writing style. I heard good things about this one, so I asked for it for Christmas, and poof, there it is. Next is Princess of Glass, which is the next one in the series after Princess of the Midnight Ball, which was one of my favorite fairy tale retellings of the year, and it was one of my honorable mentions for most unputdownable books of the year. So I'm really excited because I heard good things about this one too. This one is called Sky of Wind, and it is an East of the Sun, West of the Moon retelling. So I have never read one of those before. I didn't even know it was a fairy tale. So I'm really excited to find out what it's all about. And this is the fourth in a series, so I'm sure this is going to answer more of my questions that have been building throughout the series. It's the Fairy Tale Royal Series by Emily Deddy, and I've really enjoyed every single book so far. So yeah, I think this one's going to be great as well. This one is Princess of Mirrors, another Cinderella retelling. The fifth in a series by A.G. Marshall, and she is a hilarious author. So funny. I've enjoyed all of her books so far, and so I'm really excited to see what happens in this one. So these two books I actually got a little bit before Christmas. They are the next in the Incandescent Kingdom series by Layla Humphreys. I talk a lot about the first two books, which are right here, and so I'm excited to read this one. This one's a Beauty and the Beast retelling. This one is a Rapunzel retelling. And for Christmas, I got Enchanted at Fireblaze, which is a Sleeping Beauty retelling. So very, very excited to continue this series. And I got the final book in Melanie Sellier's fairy tale series. This one is The Return to the Four Kingdoms. She said these are going to be the last ones, although she mentioned something about a duology of the East of the Moon. What is that one again? I just read it. East of the Sun, West of the Moon. So I think she's writing those as well, but that's going to be different than what's in this series. And this princess was mentioned in the very first book, and I have been wondering what her story was going to be this whole time, and now I have it. So I'm really excited because, I mean, look at this cover. It is purple. It is beautiful. It's called The Abandoned Princess. It just sounds so intriguing, and I've just been wanting to know what happens to this girl the whole time. So, so yeah, definitely excited about this one too. And now for my baby book haul. So I used to be a nanny. I was a nanny for about 7 years, and one of my favorite things to do with the children was read to them. So I know that's going to be my favorite thing when I'm a mommy myself. So getting books for my little baby was just like, I felt like it was like giving a present to me. It was great. So the first one I got is Goodnight Moon. Everybody needs Goodnight Moon, you know, like you just got to read it. Llama Red Pajama. Yeah, these are like all the staples. I got this called Little Blue Truck's Christmas, which my sister gave this to me, and she said it was her children's one of their favorite books to read. She's got a little boy as well. And I got I Love You Through and Through, which is really cute. And I got Brown Bear, What Do You See? Another classic. And last but not least, I was gifted with my favorite children's book of all time, like young child book of all time, and that's I Am a Bunny. I don't know what it was about this book, but ever since I can remember, like I must have been like 2 or 3, this was my favorite book. And I had my mom read this to me over and over again, probably till I was like 7 or 8, you know, like I was starting to move on, you know. I should have been enjoying like not board books, but I just love it. I don't know, like the pictures are just so beautiful, like the butterflies, and like there's one of fall. I love the fall pictures. Like, I don't know, and it was just simple to read. Like this bunny is just so happy. And my sister said that this was the first book that my niece ever learned to read. She was able to read it on her own. So that just made my heart so happy. But yeah, I can't wait to read this to him. Like, I don't know, I've heard like you can start reading to the baby when they're in the womb and they actually might recognize what it is if you do that. And that sounds a little weird to me. I mean, yeah, I'm sure that happens, but I was like, oh, I don't know, that's kind of weird to me. But I actually thought about it with this book. I might just do that because I love it so much. And I want him to love it too. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I do plan to have more than one child, so if he doesn't like it, like hopefully the next one will, you know. But yeah, if you have kids or know of kids, like this book, I love it. It's so good. So something really amazing happened to me recently, and that was that I found out my friend and fellow booktuber T. Williams and I are practically neighbors. She lives about 25 minutes from me, so we decided to hang out one Saturday. We went book shopping. I found this really cute little used bookstore that had a great selection, and we got a bunch of books from there. And I will definitely link the video down below if you want to check it out. But I wanted to show you some of the books I got from that haul as well. I got this cute little middle grade series called Fairy Tale Reform School. This one is actually the second book in the series, and I recently just listened to the first one on audiobook, so now I can read this one. And then I got the third one, which is called Tricked. So this is just perfect for middle grade March. I'm so excited, and it's perfect for me because it's like a little fairy tale. It's just like cute and sweet little world. Kind of reminds me of the world of Descendants, but all of the bad people, the evil queen and stuff are now like teachers at this school and they're like teaching the children how to become good. So it's really interesting. It's a little twist on the whole Descendants thing, I think. I also got this book called Fish in a Tree, which I heard really good things about for middle grade March as well. And Geek Charming, which used to be it still is, a Disney Channel original movie that I really enjoyed many years ago. So I think it'll be really interesting to read the book. I believe it's kind of like a twist on Cinderella, which is one of my favorites, as you guys know. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. And then I believe this one is next in the series. This is Little Miss Red. So this is supposed to be a retelling of Little Red Riding Hood in a high school setting. So that should be really interesting. I've never read one of those before. I also saw this book from Gail Carlson Levine, A Tale of Two Castles. So I picked it up because it looked really interesting. There's a cute little dragon on the cover. So yeah, can't wait to read some more of her books. And I also just got this book from Amazon because it was having like a serious sale. I think it was on sale for like $6 or $7. So Emma herself was advertising it like, hey, go pick up my book, it's on sale. So that's what I did. So I can't wait to read this a little bit closer to fall. I've heard a lot of great things about it. And finally, my baby has gotten some more books. So I wanted to show them to you. Harold and the Purple Crayon. This is another staple. This is like a must-have, like every kid needs to read this book. The monster at the end of this book was one of my favorites as well when I was a child. I don't know what it is about it. I just really loved it, especially when my dad would read it to me, because he would like do the growly monster voices and just make it really fun. So this has a lot of good memories for me. Somebody gave him another Eric Carle book. So he's the author of like The Hungry Caterpillar and Brown Bear, Brown Bear. This one's called Bear Hug, so it also looks really, really cute. And Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Have any of you guys read this? This was another one that was one of my favorite books growing up when I was a little bit older, so we're gonna have to wait on this one a couple years. But this book is just a classic. It's just a book about how the weather like rains down like food, but then things start going wrong and they have to like, the town has to like flee, and it's just funny and cute and just a really heartwarming story. So, oh, I'm so glad somebody gave him this book. So I was cleaning some things out and doing some nesting, I guess, and I found this very old copy of The Velveteen Rabbit. You can tell that it's definitely seen some wear, but that is because it was so loved, just like the rabbit in the story. My sister and I read this book over and over again. We would always ask our mom to read this book to us over and over again. And I'm so glad I found it. I hope he likes it. And if he doesn't, maybe the next baby will be a little girl and I can read it to her. So we'll see. But this is a classic that I'm so happy I found this. I didn't even know I had it. I almost cried when I saw it. I was like, I saved it. I did save it. I'm so excited. So that is the end of this book haul. I hope you enjoyed it. This will be my last video for a little while, although I am currently filming a vlog entitled Countdown to Baby, and that will appear sometime after he's born. I don't really know. It might be a couple of days, might be a couple of weeks, a month or so, but I wanted to at least document all the books that I was reading in the month of March before he was born, because it's actually a lot. I've gotten a lot of reading in, so, and I'm really excited about it. And then I show you some of the things that we have ready for him. And so yeah, it should be a really fun vlog when it's all ready. So just expect that sometime after he's born. And I'm really joyful, really excited going into his birth. So yeah, just say a prayer for me going into labor, and I will see you guys really soon. Bye.